stuff. Let's see if I can figure out how to share the right screen with you. So I am just going to make this very informal. If you have questions, if you feel comfortable speaking up, please do. Otherwise, throw it in the chat and we'll have somebody answer. I'm asking my BMITE staff here if you will jump in if you see me missing something. These two websites that I'm going to show you today, this is where you're going to find the bulk of your resources. When we do a visit with you for your first time in the classroom, when we're able to come see you or virtually, we will also go through these again. So just remember, you are going to get lots of information today. I totally remember leaving new teacher being so overwhelmed, but it was all good information. So remember what you can, write down questions that you think of later, just keep a note in your phone or a note on your computer that says, I need to ask this the next time. I don't remember where this is. And it's okay, because this is just an intro to everything so we can touch on all the stuff. So this is the first page we're going to talk about, okcareertech.org. And I'm hoping my page is working. My internet has been running slow, even though I'm here in the office. The first thing I want to show you, because you will be asked to do 3 reports while you are in the classroom, if you are in a comprehensive school, if you're at a middle school or a high school. Now, I think at the tech center level, you guys are you have someone that does that for you, and there may be some of you in some of the larger schools that have someone that does this for you too. Those of you in the smaller schools, I was from a smaller school, you end up doing all of it. So you will have questions, and that's okay. So the very first thing I clicked on was up here at the very top in the red bar, CTIMS. Now CTIMS, this is where you're going to go to log in. This is the only login information you're going to need for this page. Everything else in this website you will have access to. So CTIMS, this is where if you scroll down here, you will see comprehensive schools. That's you, middle school and high school. You will be doing a SESI report, a salary and teaching schedule, and a follow-up report. 3 reports. And you find all of the information that you need right here on this CTIMS page. It gives you a guidebook. It gives you, in most of them, they have the guidebook and the PowerPoint. And as a teacher, I had them both. I downloaded I printed out the guidebook usually each year, because sometimes those things will change from year to year. So I'll go back to the home page. Now, everything else that you will need, most likely, you will click on this educators button. And you're going down to find business marketing and information technology education. Now, once you're here, this whole, I don't know what that's called, had a brain malfunction, content. You can scroll down through here and we will click on each one of these things. This shows you our different career clusters. We introduced those a little bit this morning with each one of us are a part of. I am the IT person. Doesn't mean I know all about IT, but I absolutely know where to find the resources, and I know my teachers that know their stuff. So let's start up here at the top, COVID-19 resources. On March 16th, we absolutely ended up staying home just like all of our other teachers. And so we started a COVID-19 resources file. Now, when you click here on this link, it's going to take you to CTU. There are so many resources for online learning. There's different learning management systems. Different companies have offered free resources for the time, that we're dealing with COVID-19. Hopefully, this will end soon, and we don't have to keep this page up any longer, but we will absolutely be adding resources as we go. If you click on BPA and DECA, these 2 links will take you to whichever student organization you are a part of, and those websites are phenomenal. If you were in career tech some years ago, you may be familiar with what we had before. I would say it's BP before Paxton, because once Paxton came along, these are amazing websites. So if you have been around for a while, you will totally appreciate these new websites. Be My Calendar of Events. This is where you can click and see what all we have going on right now. New Teacher Academy. This is more information that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Be My Curriculum, OCAS codes, Oklahoma's Promise, sequence of courses. This is where you're going to find everything. Many of these links will take you back to CTU. So if your CTU login is not working, that would be important to get worked out. Kathy can help you. Cyber Patriot. Now, I'm a big fan. I had never heard of Cyber Patriot before I started here in the agency. Cyber Patriot is a phenomenal program that the AFA, the Air Force Association, they sponsor. They work with our instructors to provide training. Now, I did get a text from Julie from Tulsa Technology Center, and she is hosting a Cyber Patriot camp today. So we're really excited about it. Normally these camps go a week long and they're in person, and right now it's virtual, and we're only doing a 2 to 3 day camp just to kind of get our feet wet in the virtual realm. Any of our IT teachers are welcome. Actually, any teacher is welcome to work with Cyber Patriot. You don't have to know everything about programming, coding, security. There are instructors that will work with your students to help you learn that, or help your students learn that. All we need is a coach. Cybersecurity. Let's see what else we got. It looks like my computer, I knew it was going to lock up today. So it may be.
Could you just explain a little bit more, what is Cyber Patriot?
Cyber Patriot it's an organization for middle school and high school level students. They learn about the good side of hacking. They are the ones that will, right now, there is a push for every company to have a cyber security professional on staff. We don't have enough people in cybersecurity with that knowledge yet. So the Air Force Association is working with our instructors. A coach could coach a team of 4. You can coach several teams. To register, you can go to this registration link. There is a fee to register. However, we have learned that the AFA will fund those teams if there are minorities. If you have an all-girls team, they are wanting all-girls teams. If you are in a Title I school, you can get free registration. There are all kinds of ways so that your students don't have to be out the cost of Cyber Patriot registration. If they make it to the finals, AFA will pay 100% your trip and your student's trip to, I think it's Maryland. The trip is paid in full. Hotel, they get a stipend for food. It is a phenomenal program, and it allows these students to learn cybersecurity. When I walked into my first training, I was told you better turn your Bluetooth off because those kids are going to be in your phone. So they learn fast. Grants and scholarships. Carrie talked about lottery grants today. This is where you will find that link. I did put the link in the chat box. However, when those come open, you will find this information in our Monday Madness. So when it's about time to start registering or applying for the lottery grant, you'll get that information in Monday Madness. These are all of our different scholarships. Does somebody have a question?
We do have another question, if this is a good time for it.
Absolutely.
Looks like Carrie is answering it though.
Okay.
Someone asked if you could teach cyber through your Career Tech program, and Carrie has answered that if you have a Career Tech Business Ed certification, you are certified to teach it.
Awesome. And Cyber Patriot is an organization where you don't necessarily have to be teaching cybersecurity to have a Cyber Patriot team. So if you have questions about Cyber Patriot, absolutely let me know, and I will contact you individually and we can talk about it. I'll get you connected with our AFA representative. Important dates. This is where you will click. It will give, I'm too afraid to open it because my computer is going crazy slow. Important dates will be things like, when are your reports due? When is it time to register for conferences? So for BPA conference and DECA conferences, things like that. Job openings, which we don't want you to know about because we want to keep you right where you are. These are job openings that if you know someone that's looking for something, we list these, and it looks like how these two need to be taken off of our website, I do believe. The tech centers, if you click on this link here under employment opportunities, you can find where the tech centers are also hiring. Our mission and vision statements, and all things Oklahoma Summit. If you have not registered yet, now is the time. You can go in and register for Oklahoma Summit. This is a required conference for you each year, and we will be talking about that a little bit more later, I think today or tomorrow. Partner links. This is where we will find all kinds of information. Well, CTU, it'll take you there. Certiport, Precision, professional development. Carrie talked a little bit about this. These are some of the things that we know are offered for our teachers, and we will continue to add to this list. So if you think, my school is wanting me to do some more professional development, this would be a good place to start and see what we have available.
Question.
Yes.
Is Oklahoma Summit online also this year?
Yes, it is 100% virtual this year.
That's what I figured, but I just wanted to confirm. I didn't see anywhere that it said that, but that's what I figured.
Yes,
Thank
right
you.
here it shows you the virtual agenda, virtual conference documents. So yes. Yes, unfortunately.
We'll be talking about that tomorrow.
Yes. Program of study. Okay, ICAP. If you have not heard of ICAP yet, you will absolutely hear about ICAP soon. Your schools have been, I don't want to say this wrong, Carrie, schools have been required to provide an ICAP, something for ICAP, correct? That's how that's worded?
Yes, and I'll be sharing that tomorrow, more about that, so I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time on that, but that's been required since the graduates of 2019. So yeah, that we're going on it now. So we'll talk more about it tomorrow.
Program evaluations, each school, and we will talk more about this tomorrow as well. Jackie and Kathy will be presenting this information to you. Reports and forms. This is where you will find about us. Am I doing okay on time? Okay, let's move on to CTU. Okay, CTU, everybody. This is the home page. So if you log in, this is exactly what you're going to see. So you'd scroll down and you will find us in BMITE. Both places you will notice when you go to the careertech.org page or CTU, first thing you're going to do is find the BMITE division. Now this is where you will find courses that we have set up. They're 5-year evaluation school district. That if your school is up for the 5-year evaluation, that's where you're going to go be able to put information in. You will know if you are up for that. And I don't know if I just said that, but every school is in a 5-year evaluation schedule, rotating schedule. Do not stress about this. We'll talk about that later too. We've talked about a lot of these things. Let's talk about developed courses. Nope, not developed courses. I want to go in and actually show you a course. I've gotten permission from this teacher to go in and show you. Now in your school, you will go find your school and I will add you whatever courses you need, whatever courses you're teaching. If you are considering teaching a different course and you just want some information, I will go load what information that we have. So for instance, Dottie has Fundamentals of Technology. This is the course that she has set up. Now, if you do not have a learning management system, you could use this and load your students in as users. However, a lot of you already, with virtual learning, I think every school has gone to some kind of online learning. So you probably have Canvas or Blackboard or Google Classroom, several different ones, Schoology. So you can use this as your resource page. So this is where she keeps her parent letter. There's her safety test PowerPoint. We're going to talk about safety later. When we set up a course for you, our hope is that you will be able to utilize it and add whatever resources you need. If you think, oh my goodness, I found a really cool, something I can use for Photoshop. for this lesson, and you can throw it in here so all of your resources are together. So I'm going to go back to our BMITE page. And this is where I'm going to take you to our resources, our BMITE teacher resources down here at the bottom. Now this information right here at the top, this is information that you're going to see with most every page. So you will scroll down and you will see everything that we have to offer. I guess let me talk about what we have up at the top. There's our important dates. So that page from, I'm betting, from our Career Tech, okcareertech.org page, it's going to take you here. There's a monthly to-do list. This list is pretty cool. I know as a teacher, I was able to look in January because each month, it's a little overwhelming when you're first coming in thinking, oh man, I don't want to forget something. So you can scroll down to, we'll go find August. How do I get to August, ladies? I've lost it.
You can look at the right-hand navigation up at the top, or you can use the arrows at the bottom.
Mine is hidden. Ah, there it is. Mine was hidden with faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, okay. So instead of clicking all the way to August, oh, there we are. Okay. So this would be a list of things that you would want to have on your calendar, or maybe print out August to check off this list. You're going to want to make sure that you're registered for summer conference and that you're attending. You want to make sure that you have all of your syllabi, all of the things for August that would be possible for you to do. Now, some of these things are ideas for you to work with your student organizations, and here you can see that all of our acronyms that were used in that day, we have them defined here. So we're not just assuming that you know what those are. So let me go back to my resources page. Now, if you click on curriculum, this is where you're going to find all things that you will need to be using for your first day. Curriculum. This is where you're going to find your syllabi, crosswalks, and I'll talk more about those tomorrow. Sequence of courses. This is where I talk a little bit more about Cengage. You can get information there too. What else do we have, ladies? What am I missing? This is where you're going to find your testing information, evaluations and program information. The schedule would be listed there for you. More resources. So I have taken you into BMITE Teacher Resources. Let me go to the top, and you can see right here is the breadcrumb trail, right in this little red box. So I've been home, and I'm in BMITE and BMITE Teacher Resources. So I'm going to scroll down. And I'm sure I just missed it. Sorry, y'all. There it is. Resources. When I go into resources, there is an option at the very top right here that says alphabetic listing by topic. If you go into this, this is where you will find all kinds of resources. They're easy to find. So if you teach web design, I would go down here to, and they're in alphabetical order. Web 2.0 tools, web design and development. So I'm probably going to click on web design and development. And this is where you're going to find different options of how to teach web design. Now there are some online options. ieclass.com has the curriculum built for you. It's the one that I used most recently. But here are some different web design resources. And with every one of our topics, you will find resources like this. Now, if you find a resource that you would think would be great to be added, please email me and let me know, and I will look it up and get it added, because a lot of times when you're in the classroom, you're going to find things before I do, because you are in the midst of it. So I'm going to go back to my BMITE Teacher Resources page. Let's go back. I saw Career Tech newsletters. If for some reason you have maybe, I know I have one school, maybe more, that our emails do not communicate, or they get blocked by, I don't know what that word is, security. So you're thinking, wait a minute, it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen a Monday Madness. You can come in here to BMITE Teacher Resources and find all of our BMITE newsletters in this location. So here, We have them neatly sorted. You can even go back and see, BMITE Bits is something that we used to do. You can go back and look at stories from 2013. Okay. What else, ladies? Are we close? Do you have any questions? Have I missed something, Carrie?
I don't think you shared with them where they could find all of the BMITE new teacher resources that we're doing.
Oh, that's probably pretty important. That would be the #1 thing I should have shown you. So when you have clicked on BMITE, so here we were at home and I clicked on BMITE, this brought us back to this big list. You can go to Teacher Academy BMITE, and we are in 2020 Teacher Academy. This is going to give you my welcome presentation where it lists all of our information. It lists Cengage, National Geographic's information, the new teacher, your teacher certification information. If you scroll down here, each one of us in our agenda, we have our own little topics. So I've also added my welcome PowerPoint here, but it's got the teacher certification PowerPoint from Laurie Richardson, and CTE program benefits that Carrie presented earlier. This is everything that she had in her presentation. So if you come back to this page, it's going to bring you back to the information that we've discussed all day today and tomorrow. Any questions?
There have been a few people that have asked for the agenda, and this is where you would find that agenda.
Right here. And we have the 3rd day included in this agenda. So, you know, if you're like me and this goes in the recycling bin, my little paper copy, you know, you can come back here and get day 3 before that happens. Anything else? So are we good to let them go to lunch early? 4 minutes?
Chrissy, I wonder if they wouldn't benefit from you showing them, you know, you showed a teacher's view, a school view of someone that had the courses, but you might just show them the list of courses that are available out there if they're interested in those. You click in it and you click back out of it. So, yeah.
Okay, so again, home and then BMITE, and this is your list here, developed courses. Now you should be able to see what the teachers in your school or other teachers around you are teaching, and you might see a course that they have that you think, oh, I would love to have that one. I can do that. Now these are some developed courses that we have that have been developed over the years that would have resources in them. So like this Business Foundations course, this will show you different sections of what you would cover. It doesn't give you an exact time frame of how long you need to cover it. It doesn't give you exact resources because we want you to know you can use whatever resources you find that will cover the competencies from your syllabus. But we do, in some of these courses, we do offer resource suggestions to help you. Is that what you're talking about? Does that work?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. And you'll need a special key to get into, to just go look at some of those and determine if that's a course that you want to be downloaded to your, actually so that you can mess with it and have rights to it. There's 2 different ways that you can look at them. You can actually get the rights to the course and then you can use it however you want to use it, or you can just go in and take a look at it and see if there's anything in there that you want. And that key is BMITE 2014. Is that correct, ladies?
Yes, yes.
I'm going to put that in the chat, BMITE 2014. For any of those courses, that would be the first step, to just go take a look at them and type in, use that key, BMITE 2014, just to see if it's something that might interest you before you actually get it downloaded. It's quite a process to actually get it downloaded to you. So, you know, so you don't just want to download all of them. You just want to take a look and see if it's something you want.
We have a question. If she's new to a program, can she look and see the exact programs that were taught before, or look at someone else's courses to help her plan her classes? And is that the question you were answering? I'm sorry, I'm
No, that's okay.
answering other questions at the same time.
No. Well, I don't remember. Will Casey be able to see the other people in her school, their courses? No. Okay. Okay. So my opinion is, if a teacher has taught it before you and they are no longer in your school, I will work with you to get the resources or maybe the class set up that they have, so that you can see how they're, what courses, what am I trying to say? What resources they had in that course.
Yeah, it's a security issue. You know, when someone sets up their course, no one else can mess with that course or have access to it unless they've given you that course. So if you run into another teacher, that's where networking is really wonderful. If you run into another teacher that's willing to share their course that they've developed, or let you see it, they can add you to their course. That's where your networking comes into play. If you can find someone who's willing to share. And there's usually lots of people out there that are willing to share, but it's just developing that network.
Okay, well, I had a question from someone wanting to know where the developed courses are. So we're starting from home, and then we're going to click on BMITE, because everything goes to BMITE. And this is where you'll find your developed courses options. Now, when you have a course set up, I will set it up in your school district. You'll find school district grades 7 through 12. And I will put that in there for you. Or if you're at a tech center, I will put it there for you. Did that help, LaDonna?
And one more thing.
No, it did not help. I think that I think they had me still set up in STEM. And so that's because originally I think I was teaching STEM. And then they changed me to business, which is fine, because that's really more my degree anyway. So
we'll get you taken care of. We will get you added.
I have her added. LaDonna, if you go to the BMITE page on CTU, I have you added, so you should be able to get in there.
Okay.
Well, it looks like we are a minute into your lunch, so I'm going to dismiss. If you will keep your computers going, turn off your cameras and your microphones, enjoy your lunch. When it's about 5 minutes to start back, you will hear music starting up, and we will join back again with some BPA DECA overview.
Christy, and
yes.
Also if they'd like to, if there's questions that didn't get answered, type them into that chat and we'll try to cover those when we get back.
Sounds perfect. Thank you. See y'all soon.